What up, you guys? This is Crow from Crow Archery and Motorcycle Adventures, and this is step 2 of how to escape your prison. Okay, so as we know, in step 2, what we're doing is we're doing these 2 exercises where basically you're drawing a bunch of pictures, and then there's a testimony that's going to be about trusting the program. Do you trust somebody here? And admitting that there's a strong force inside of you working to change. So, first things first, this is my little shield drawing. Don't forget, I'm a horrible artist. So, right now, in space 1, which this is space 1, it says draw something important from your past. So, for me, that is a marriage certificate, and the reason that I drew that is that whole experience that I had actually, it led me to the person that I became and striving to become better. All right, in space number 2, draw something that you do well. I drew a little bow with an arrow on it. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. All right, in space number 3, draw something that you enjoy doing, which is right here, and it's a little tiny table of people sitting around it and, you know, just talking to each other and, you know, helping each other out and stuff like that. So, you know, I do enjoy doing that. All right, in space number 4, draw something you hope to be in the future, which down here I drew some people, and there's some people up here, and that's to signify that maybe one day I could be a person that really does, you know, help people find their love for themselves, like their, you know, yeah. Okay, so in space number 5, which is at the top, write in 5 words or less what you want the world to remember about you, and I wrote, I never gave up. I won't stop. All right, so the next thing is this thing. It's a life wheel. You know, again, bad drawing, whatever. So in space number 1, which is right here, and then the spaces will go this direction. That's number 8. This is number 1. This is number 9. So in number 1, it says draw a picture that represents the biggest problem area in your life right now. And I drew a picture of a guy kind of pointing at himself. You know, that's the biggest problem area in my life right now, which is myself. You know what I mean? Because it's always you versus you, period. All right, so in number 2, draw a picture of the biggest obstacle in your life. I drew a picture of a brain. That's all, you know, that's always been my biggest obstacle, is like my thoughts and, you know, stuff like that. All right, so in number 3, draw a picture representing a current problem in your life, but one you can take care of easily. I drew a picture of my car because my Monte Carlo, the transmission's been out in it forever, and I do need to go ahead and get that fixed because, to be honest, I want to do a lot of traveling with that car. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. And honestly, it really just boils down to me paying to do it. And honestly, I've been lazy and just haven't done it, you know. All right, so in space number 4, draw a picture of something that you really dislike doing, but something that you must do. I drew a picture of a guy looking in the mirror, you know, like looking at himself, you know, like, I don't think anybody likes to look at themselves and their problems and stuff like that, but you got to do it, you know what I mean? Because if you don't, then you're not going to get to where you need to be. All right, and number 5, draw a picture of the one thing that you really like doing the most. I drew a picture of some people sitting around a table and, you know, basically trying to, you know, having somebody try to help those people find, you know, love for themselves, or, you know, love out here in the world, you know. All right. Number 6, draw a picture of something you have always wanted to do. So that is this. I drew a picture of a dude on a motorcycle traveling the world. I've always wanted to do that. I think that would be really cool. All right, number 7, draw a picture of the most important people in your life other than yourself. This, I drew a picture of my stepdad and my mom because they are. All right, and number 8, draw a picture of the things in life that you believe will lead you to happiness. And it is a picture of this heart and this cup right here, full cup and all that. Which, I talk all the time about how, like your true happiness will come from yourself. Of course it does. But eventually there comes a point to where, you're kind of ready to share that with somebody. Like the final piece. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I drew that in there. All right, and in number 9, which is the center, it says draw a picture that represents your identity, who you think you are right now. As of right now, like I said before, it's like a face that has on one side it's happy, the other side it's sad. Because, honestly, that is kind of, who I am right now. I'm striving to get to be the constantly happy face. But, that takes a little bit of time. All right, and so now the second part of step 2 is a testimony, and that testimony's got to cover a couple of things. One, that you trust the program and what it is that you're doing here. I do trust this program. I've gone through it before. I know it works. And, you just got to have faith in that, you got to be serious when you're doing the stuff, because if you're not serious, then nothing's ever going to change. And so, yes, I really do trust this program. It's wonderful. And it's not just for people that have drug problems or alcohol problems or anything like that. There really is a great lesson that you can learn through this whole book. The other thing is, do I trust somebody here? Yeah, absolutely. I do trust anybody that is coming in and taking this serious and wants to actually do something better with their life, because, that energy and motivation helps me want to do the same, so I do trust that. And there is a force inside of me doing this, because here's the thing, you can be like everybody else out here and get on the internet, look for all the information that you need, and keep filling yourself with all of that over and over and over again. But most of the time, a lot of people don't apply that into their life, and then they continue to complain about, what's going on, what's wrong. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do, like doing this publicly. Do you really think that I want to sit here and reveal things like this about myself? No, of course not. But I'm doing so because, one, I'm getting all of this, on the internet for people that want to experience and go through this. But most importantly, it's also helping me hold myself accountable. You know what I mean? So, yes, either way, there is a force inside of me trying to become better and trying to bring in the things that I know that I want in my life. But, all right, that's the testimony. Just got to thinking about something. I'll go ahead and post the video for step 3. Well, I'll read all that, and then I'll post, the picture of what's needed for that and completion of that. Either way, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you like this whole program, the channel, the messages, stuff like that. Peace.